everybody, I'm Samantha Cusick. I'm a hairstylist and founder of Samantha Cusick London and Stay Studios, and today I'm going to show you how to style your fringe or bangs, whatever you like to call them. So what you're going to need, a water spray, a round brush. I use this Olaplex Blow Dry Volume Mist and my dry shampoo, obviously a hairdryer. One thing that I hear a lot is that people think you need to start with freshly washed hair to reset a fringe, and actually that's not the case. You can start and use a water spray and wet it down. So if your hair's already dry, you're going to need a water spray, or you can just start with freshly washed hair, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I know my fringe actually looks quite styled, and it is, but I'm going to show you for all intents and purposes, if it wasn't, if I'd just woken up, how I would reset it essentially. So I would get my water spray, just give it a little spritz through, just make sure it's nice and wet. And then you can see my hair's actually quite curly, so this is probably quite a good thing for you to see because it gets quite unruly. And then once it's nice and wet, and you want it fairly wet because you want to be able to get that whole new restyle in it, what I would do next is grab this product, which is like a volumizing blow dry mist. This has just a little bit of heat protection, helps give it a little bit of hold. And I'm just going to spritz that through. It's like a really great resetting product. So once your fringe is wet, or you get freshly washed hair, always blow dry your fringe first. Don't style the rest of your hair because your fringe will dry quicker and then you'll have like a whole other headache. So if you have got a fringe, style that first. And we're going to use a nice little round brush, my hair dryer. And the biggest pro tip I can give you is make sure your nozzle is on the dryer, because this is going to help you direct the airflow and make sure that you get exactly the results you want and be able to get it nice and smooth and shiny. So to style your fringe, all you're going to do is literally with the round brush, we're just going to roll it and dry it down like this. Make sure your hair dryer is always angled down the hair, so from the roots towards the ends. That's going to make sure the cuticle lies nice and flat, make sure you get lots of shine and exactly the result that you want. And then I just literally use my hands just to make sure that I've got everything where I want it. Make sure I've got no fluffy bits. And I like it when it's got a little bit of texture in it, so it's got like a little bit of movement. I just think it looks a lot softer, so it like looks nice and natural, so it can part in the middle if I want, or have it all the way forwards. And I feel the biggest tip I can give you if you have fringe or bangs is preventative dry shampoo. So if you have a dry shampoo, when your hair is clean, put the dry shampoo in first, because prevention is better than cure. Once your hair has already got to the point of being oily, it's really difficult to bring it back to life. So I always, when my hair is clean or when I've reset my fringe, is I spritz in a dry shampoo that's just going to really give it longevity and mean I'm not going to start looking greasy by 4 o'clock. So I always spray the underneath first, because that's the bit that touches your skin, and that's the bit that's obviously going to absorb oils and things like that. So literally I lift it, just give it a spritz underneath. And I like this dry shampoo because it really doesn't leave a cast, so you don't need to worry about anything powdery or white, and it just is going to keep it looking really fresh all day. So if you have got like really quite kinky hair and you've got a little bit of it that's like not quite sitting right at the root and rolling the brush isn't working, then another really good pro tip that you can do is use the dryer and just direct the airflow and use the brush to push it one way and the other. That just means that you're going to target the root and make sure the hair is lying in the direction that you want. And then everything sits really nice and smooth and you're good to go. A final little tip that I've got for you, because I'm that girl that I like to do my hair before my makeup. I'm not a makeup then hair, I'm a hair then makeup. And when you've got a fringe, that can get really tedious because you want to be able to obviously do your eyebrows, do your forehead, and you don't want to pin your fringe because then you get dints in it and stuff like that. So I have this Velcro roller, which has seen better days, but it works. And I literally, all I do is take the shorter lengths of my fringe. Now this works also on like longer curtain bangs and stuff like that you just need to get out of the way. And I literally just pop it in, then I can do my makeup, my fringe is getting extra bounce, and by the time I'm ready to go out, you can literally just whip it out, you've got all the bounce, and your makeup will be there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found that helpful, and if you want any more tips, then please check me out on Instagram. It's @Samantha.Cusick.